Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, very good evening and welcome one and all present over here. I am Untitled Chatterjee, Assistant Professor and the President of the Alumni Association, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. JIS College of Engineering is the host of today's program. All we are moving through a tough time due to this COVID-19 period, and hope all you are well. And I also hope that we will just overcome this problem soon. So today, why you have only assembled over here? The question will come in your mind. So today we have only assembled in this virtual platform to discuss an important issue, is that how to bridge gap between academia and industry. Today we have with us our beloved alumni and the respected faculty members of Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I again welcome you in this platform. So before starting this main program, I would like to request our Honorable HOD of the CSE Department, Dr. Dharampal Singh, to say a few words. Over to you, sir.
Sumanto, sir. I am audible, Sumanto, sir?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. So I already mentioned that. So first of all, good evening to everyone. So I can see the face of my alumni and also my faculty there. We are in this current situation, we are suffering from the one pandemic. But as a human being, we know that it may be possible that we are disconnected by the physical meet there, but virtually we can do the meeting at the regular basis of time. So main objective of this alumni adda is that where we can group of people will become, they can provide their idea uh, uh, at the interval of the 3 month, 2 month, we can decide later on. So here objective is that we can get the idea from our alumni there because they are working here. I can see from 2010 to 2018, 10 years alumni are present here. So it is a great feeling for us. And after 12 years or after 5 years, we are able to see some new faces there, some faces there. So also it creates extra feeling for all the teacher. Even I also I know that this feeling is also from the student side because they can see the faculty after a long period of time there. Okay. And I can say most of the alumni, they have given our lecture to our junior. They enlightened the junior by their experience, by their knowledge, by their view, how they can go for the industry there. So motive of this one, mainly that we can frequent meet because alumni meet we have done at a long period of time, 1 year. So it is a long period. So if you love someone, I know that Soham already mentioned one technique B equal to means when you find the bond, so you have to increase your communication double, then you are able to make the bonding in a correct way there. So that is the reason we decided that in frequent manner we can meet with all the alumni and we can get their idea and try to implement this idea in our current curriculum so we can improve. So whatever problem they have faced, our junior will be, the current batch student will not face there. So that is the main objective. So here, because all are just like the family, in the family, we're not required to welcome everyone. Please welcome like that, because you are just close to our heart. If anybody close to our heart, so we can say anything, just like the friend, just like the student, just like our colleague. So it does not matter that we can go for the welcome and vote of thanks there. So Sumanto sir, because I can see that many students have joined here, many person have joined through the YouTube live there. So it is better we can start the session. Okay, Sumanto sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you once again, sir. You have already just highlighted the main objective of this program today. And before starting this program, I would like to convey a few things that what is the overview of this the topic that we have selected today. So nowadays, that is this topic that that is the how to bridge the gap between the academia and the industry. It's a very relevant topic that we have selected. So I'd like to just focus a few things about this topic. Youth of nations is considered as the wealth of nations, and hence the future of nations depends, that is the vitally on the appropriate employability of the youth. The large availability of the youth potential is not alone sufficient for the growth of the nation, and creating more employment opportunities alone cannot help if the youth is incapable of extracting the opportunities available to them. There is always a need for the collaboration of the non-formal education and the formal education structure to increase the youth potential in getting the jobs. The required skills and the capabilities are found to be inappropriate when seekers go for the job opportunities. The main objective of this discussion is to understand the need for the academia industry partnership in order to enable youth to develop their skills and abilities which are necessary for getting and performing a desired job. Academic institutions and the industry have been operating in separate domains for a very long time. But due to the rapid globalization and the complex business structure, India has realized that a major hindrance to cope up with this change is the lack of skilled labor across many industries and sectors. According to the NASCOM, 3 million graduates and the postgraduates are added to the Indian workforce every year. However, only 25.4% of technical graduates and 10.2 to 15.6% of other graduates are work ready or the employed. Hence, the present scenario is the very dangerous, as what we have is a growing skill gap, highlighting the lack of high quality college education in India and the galloping pace of the country's service-driven economy. Over the next few years, the business aim to triple their workforce in the India. For India to retain and improve its global marketplace position, it must prepare and plan to build a world-class, competent, talented, and innovative workforce. India's economy is also expected to grow at a fast pace. Rapid industrialization would require a gross incremental workforce of 250 million by 2030. India could potentially emerge as a global supplier of the skilled manpower. However, despite these encouraging statistics, the major segments of the graduates remain unemployable. According to the National Employability Report 2016, which is based on the study of more than 150,000 engineering students who graduated in 2015 from over 650 colleges. 80% of them were unemployable, and only 3% had suitable skills to get employed in the software or the product market. Such large segment of the population not getting jobs and indeed is a great problem, and it has direct repercussions on the Indian economy and on the social conditions. Though educational institutions are training millions of the youngsters get corporate, yet corporates are often complaining that they are not getting the necessary skills and talent required for the job. So we will come to the main program of it. So that is the overview of the scenarios that what we will try to discuss in this topic that I have really given some overview of it. There are the two parts of this program are there. First one is that the individual's opinion about this topic, those who are present in this panel, so they will just share this opinion about this topic, what they have in thought. And the second one is that big questions hour, that is the interactive sessions. So we have a few questions that we have from the industry. We have some questions from the academia also that I would like to share or the exchange our ideas with each other. So without further delay, I would like to move to the alumni sites are there. Those who are present over here, we would like to hear your voice. So I'd like to request at first Anamita Bathun Rai to share your opinion about this topic. Over to you.
Thank you, sir, and good evening to all present here, my faculty who have guided me all through, and all my dear fellow friends and college mates, I must say, some seniors and some juniors are present. It's glad to meet you all again back here. And of course, now here we are to discuss about a topic which that has already highlighted is to bridge the gap or bring in a relation between what we learn or what we acquire from the academia or the academic basically that how we can implement or utilize in our uh, daily work into the industry where we will be employed in some manner and which is in which holds multiple scopes and a diversity. So in this regard, it is very first we must realize that we should have a plan. Uh, it might be based on our future as well as our liking, our aspirations, and also many a times it comes as a material need at when and how we are getting placed or getting a scope to work on. Depending on that, it might be on our life, it might be depending on the chances, it might be depending on our luck that whatever we are performing or wherever we are working, we should first like it, love it, and then first learn that what that industry or that type of industry is wishing to have as a result or as a product from us. Because whatever way or whatever thing we do into any industry, that will definitely have as the last some output. And we must always think about it that what's the benefit that output actually is having. So after we can understand that, we can have a good thought on what our work we are doing. We can then try to assimilate all points to understand how and where we can link up whatever we have studied or whatever we have learned all back uh, till the colleges or whatever in our life. So it was easy for me, though not very good uh, company, I would say, but different companies that I have browsed through, say like Cognizant or SLK software. But I was in the line of the software itself that helped me to use my learning, my skills that I have developed over the time in my college days quite easily. Because in the way that in different company and phases where I was changing, I found that what the company is requiring and how they want a result in a quick way, in an efficient manner. In many instances, there were multiple scenarios. I mean, where I also have got offers, but I found myself not to be that eligible because there I found, to be honest, not that good on those subjects which are hardware based or networking based, maybe, though networking knowledge was fine and implemented later on. But I found where, I mean, in some software basis or developing any application or modifying that, where it requires some coding or some thoughts on that, using my logic or exploring those ideas where some logic, where some, what to say, our studies I found to implement those logics, I could implement algorithms or where data structure is being involved. I started realizing all those points so that I could better understand what the job or what actually the company or the client of the company is um, at that point of stage. At that stage, it is requiring. Then I could easily at that point of time, after understanding the job, I could at that point of time we could try so that we could easily build up the link that okay, say I am supporting a banking client, so it might be a good time. Here also within the alumni, I have my friend Manoj, who himself is in bank, so I can relate it up that okay, boss, with Manoj, with a friend, I can then discuss how this bank approach is liking, what the bank is demanding, and how the bank will use the software. In this way, we should try to gain the knowledge on. With a understanding, then I can plan. Okay, the bank, say SBI has a loss of customers, loss of data that need to be saved. So at that point of time, I should try to use or implement data structure so that I can at least try to handle the data present in an efficient way. Then to handle those accounts of those customers in a dedicated manner, there I could put in, with the help of this data structure and algorithm, that how a result can be bringing. In this way, step by step, we can try to relate what our learning is in, how the places is working. Then there are many scopes related where at times can come that where I might need to learn more in a more delicate way, or there might be something that might be out of my scope, because I have realized in some part of time in my learning tenure that it is not working good for me. So this way we can manifest all those things in such a way and line up in for ourselves, so that we could better understand and utilize the facts that are available in our hands at that point of time. And in this way, in the broken way, we could step by step relate it with our academics also, and we can further deliver a good product, because at that point of time of understanding, we can think of developing some applications. It as the now in this corona days, it helps us realize more that a mobile application or an internet based banking system is more a need of this time and by the people. So we can deliver to that company, say SBI, for our other companies like TCS or CTS. To them, they are the clients to them where we are working. So for that, that the thought is easily developed up, that okay, so now if I prepare myself to develop a good application, we could through TCS or Infosys or CTS, we can deliver it to SBI for a good result that SBI can use, that can help the mankind. Mankind is the customers who are in the daily need of their banking requirements, that can be meet out through those internet banking or those mobile applications or whatever way months out in the district. In this way, we can think in a good, proper way in that how we are helping the mankind, or at the time what the situation or what the scope is demanding. In this way, we should try to relate our studies or our skills to, amalgate them with the job or whatever the actual requirement growing up globally all around us, because we can understand them. We have grown that basic instincts because we have been elder to the age. We are growing in all way to have more materialistic as well as a mature thinking, that what is the requirement for us. At that point of time, we should try to wear the shoes of the customers, then the client, the bank owner, say SBI or Bank of Baroda or HDFC. And then again, it will be a time also to realize that at times we should always wear the shoes of our employers also, say BTCS, CTS, or any company we are working with, IBM, Infosys. So this thought, if we try to think from our end by placing ourselves into the same position, I think in that way we could feel the actual problem statement, we can develop that, and to answer them, we could then start searching over the knowledges that we have acquired over the phase of time. In this way, it might be some good point how we can relate it. And of course, nowadays, there are scopes developing where we can do multiple projects. Our colleges are helping us, and even the colleges are linking up with the alumni and all. In this time, we could at least jot down our queries and come up to them and start discussing more. In this way, the networking grows. I think we can develop more of the links of our study, what we are going and why we are studying, to a better realistic results study, that how we can then tomorrow deploy it to the industry, wherever we will be get placed or wherever we should try for, or what way we should move forward in the next stage. In this way, it can help us. So there are many thoughts. I think my rest of the friends can share their thoughts that we can put in together to make it a good shape, how we can utilize linking up our academia with our this professional arena. In this way, I think we could share more ideas in a better way to get a proper shape of idea to plan further. So let's see what my other fellow friends goes on.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mr. Vardhan Roy, for you have
Thank you.
shared a valuable opinion regarding this topic that we have already discussed today. So I'd like to
Thank you, sir.
request Mr. Dhruv Gupta. Mr. Dhruv Gupta, please share your opinion regarding this topic.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I hope everybody is safe and at home. Yeah, so the topic is like the gap between the academic and the industry. So I would like to share my experience first. So I'm a 2010 pass out, and my first company I joined was Infosys. So I had a training about 4.5 months in Mysuru, and then I got posting in Chennai. After posting, I got my project, which was the AT&T project based out of USA. But I was not aware of ABCD, even ABCD of that project. How to work in a project, or how to coordinate with the team members, and anything about that project, or about the industry. Frankly speaking, I was not aware, because that time we did not had any kind of such interaction sessions, or anything like what Samantha sir or Dharampal sir are organizing every year, or now this is a good platform which they have organized today. So previously there were no one to guide us. So when I joined the project, and my manager asked me like, you will be provided the access with dev server only, and if you have to do anything you have to ask to tester to test, you have to deploy in IST or test environment. So I got confused. What is dev server? What is IST server? What is UAT server? What is production server? Most important. So frankly speaking, I was not aware that time, because frankly speaking, I did not get any guidance from anyone before. Then one day my manager asked, okay, what did you learn from your academics? I said, I know Java. If you want to write me any complex Java program, or any C++ program, any PL SQL blocks, I can do it. He said, in industry we work differently. Here, you have to have your programming language knowledge, but you have to know the ways of working as well. I said, okay, I don't have any idea. Then he gave me the knowledge transfer at least for 2 days. And then he told me by drawing each and everything, like, okay, what is dev server? What is this server? When to pass from dev to IST? What is this CVS? That time we were using the repository as CVS. Nowadays we are using the Bitbucket, Git repository, whatever. That was also, I was not aware. Okay, what is the repository? Repository where we, commit the code, commit our code on daily basis, or on a frequent basis, basically. And he told me, okay, this is the way you can, write your program. You can check out the code. Then after doing any modification in the code, you can check in the code. So everything he, given me a kind of knowledge transfer for 2 days, and then I was able to pick everything. So I would say, I don't know, nowadays, what's there in the academics, but if you really want to join IT industry, then you should have knowledge about these things in advance, what is like dev server, test server, or any kind of service. The production server, the pre-production server, many company uses pre-production server as well. Then this is not about just language. Language is just one kind of one thing which will help you to get your job. But main thing is like to learn how to coordinate with each and everything. What is the dev team? What is test team? What is the production support team? What is the deployment team? So you must know everything about each and every like let's say parts. Um, but I really don't know what's there in the academics nowadays. We had Java, advanced Java as well. I don't know. Like nowadays, people are learning Spring Boot, Python, or any other programming languages. So please go through all the programming languages. That's a must-have. I'm saying, but you should have knowledge about the industry trends as well. And
Dhruvo, you are not audible, most probably. Hello.
I hope some
It seems, yeah,
network issues are there,
yeah.
maybe.
Some network issues, most probably.
Okay, so we'll come to you, Mr. Dhruv, later. I hope, sir, you are facing some network problem. So next, I'd like to request Mr. Manoj Karmakar. He is working right now in the BFSI sector. It's the most challenging sector nowadays. So I'd like to just request Mr. Manoj Karmakar to highlight this topic. What do you, Manoj?
Yeah, so actually, Sumanto sir, here I want to add the
Okay,
one and two line there,
okay,
because what I have seen from the Honor Mitra and the Dhruvo view there, Dhruvo mentioned that we required some programming language in our curriculum. So I can say my all the alumni who are present here. In our present curriculum, we have the C, we have the data structure, and we have the Java also. And later one, we have the programming language like the IoT-based programming also there. Human interaction is also there. Cyber security is also present there. So we have, and also meanwhile, according to rule of the AICT, we are providing the training. So most probably Bikram sir is there because he can give the idea. We providing the training on the Python. We are providing training on Angular JS, Node JS there. Mon Stack, we are providing training there. Cyber security, we are providing there, and the Python programming with the machine learning, we are providing training. So we are different industry oriented need which required for the student. We are giving the training. So I request the meanwhile, because Manoj, because you can provide the idea, because we know that you are thinking only in our curriculum we have C, data structure, Java, and enough. No, we have many things, and we are providing many idea to the student, because we know that from your side, from some of the our industry HR means Capgemini HR, they have given their idea, their view there. So based on that, we have designed many things. Means every some from the last 4 years from the CSE department, if you see, because we are providing training in different domain there. So now I can say proudly that at least my 50% student know Python programming. In spite this course is not present in our syllabus, yes, sorry, curriculum, but many students know the Python programming. And also they have very good knowledge about the Java, advanced Java. They also have the knowledge. So we are going for the cutting edge technology of the industry and providing the training. But problem what we are facing, because this is a discussion gap between the industry and the academia, what we are facing that we have decided, means this is our personal feeling in the department, this is Sumanto sir is also aware. We have decided that we can go for the training from the second year till the 4th year. Okay. So what we have seen from the student side, many students are not join the training because they are have believed that we can go for cloud computing, we can go for the big data, we can go for the IoT, we can go for our one stack there. So they are not going for the basic, means the if you're saying Python programming, not the 6 semester course. We have developed the Python program, they can learn the different phases of Python. At the end, they can go for the machine learning part. But the students have not joined. This type of problem we are facing. So I request the Manoj and other alumni, they can provide the solution, how we can motivate them. Now, Manoj, over to you.
definitely. Yes, Mr. Dhruv has come back. Okay, Mr. Dhruv, can you hear me? Mr. Dhruv, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can see Dhruv has joined.
Hello. I think he has not connected his audio. Hello, Mr. Dhruv, can you hear us? Hello. I hope still he is facing the problem. Okay, so I'll move to Mr. Manoj Karmakar. He is working right now with the PFS sector. So, Mr. Manoj, just share your view.
Thank you, sir, and good evening to all of you. And it feels great to see all of you safe, and I'm sure that as much as possible you are staying inside your houses to keep yourself and the rest of you surrounding you safe. Okay, so good to see you, Anamitra, after all these years. Okay, so here we were talking about employability of the students and all. So the first thing which comes into mind whenever we talk about bridging the gap between industry and academia is that what is the curriculum like? What does the student go through in all his 4 years of his studies in an engineering college or whatever? So as DPSR has already mentioned, and I am also sure that very much research goes into deciding what is there in the curriculum. Every year, I think all the top-notch teachers, faculties, all of them sit together, they decide which thing should go, they tally what is going on in the industry and what is there currently in our curriculum and what should be appended to it. Okay, so right now we study everything, that is C, C++, Java, data structure is there, operating system is there, artificial intelligence, all of the things they are there. And as Sir said, Python has become a very popular language nowadays. So students are also learning it. That is very fine. But what we need to understand is what we write or what we study in the college and how the industry operates is a completely different ballgame. Okay. So you might be good at coding in the language C. C is the first language we'll learn. But believe me, in an interview, if somebody asks you, okay, write a simple C program, whatever you like. But even on that question, even if you are able to add the two numbers, you might get disqualified because there are certain points that the interviewer is asked, wants to see in that code, like whether you are commenting it, okay, whether you are giving the variable, say, suitable name so that you can identify them later. So these things come into secure coding practices. So all these things, they are not normally taught in the colleges, like the topics such as secure coding practice. How do you code securely? Because when you come into an industry, whether you are working in the client side or whether you are working on the vendor side, okay, as a vendor employee, when you are building an application, it is not like, okay, I know Java, this is a Java project, I code something up and this application is working. It doesn't happen like that. As Mr. Dhruv Gupta, he already mentioned that when I came in, I didn't know what is a UAT server, what is a production server. Okay, all these technical jargons will come up there. Okay, you need to be aware of it. Because when you write a code, it will be passed through many validation stages. Like some UAT team, they will do the testing. There will be other team, they will be assessing how informationally secure your application is. Okay, whether it will safeguard the data that it is using. So these kind of things, they need to be, the student needs to be aware about it. Okay, there is nothing like it if the student knows it beforehand. But even if he learns it after he enters into an organization, he needs to learn it quickly. Okay, and that's why I feel that technical knowledge, it takes a backseat somewhere. Okay, and your behavioral skills, your soft skills, they come to the forefront. Because you come to an organization and you don't know how to write an email properly. Okay, you don't know how to construct the sentences, how to talk over the phone. You will be all over the world globally. There will be somebody from USA. There you might be working in some European project, they will have some different accent and everything. So you need to adapt to that. And you also need to groom yourself in that way in the 4 years that you are in college. Yes, there is an English literature subject in the first year, but in all the 4 years, you need to sharpen this soft skill part. Okay, you need to groom yourself in such a way that you make a lasting impression on the interviewer, and you need to retain that attitude when you get into the organization, because you might be assigned in a project you have no idea about, and you will need to learn quickly, and for that you will need to have the suitable attitude to do that. Sometimes your mindset that blocks you from doing it, from change, from learning something new. Okay, you want to stick to the language or whatever you know. You feel that, okay, I will work on this project only, but it doesn't happen like that. Okay, you can learn another language, but you also need to have the attitude to learn it fast. And being in a BFSI organization, I can say that I have also mentioned it previously, that the major problem we have is we are dealing with the most personal data about our customers. Okay, so we are in this times of pandemic, our online digital channels, they have seen the usage grow up exponentially. Okay, so but all these things, making banking available at the mobile handsets of every customer, it sounds nice, but there is a lot of things going behind it. Okay, we are safeguarding many things. We are looking to it that there is no data leakage, everything. So all these things, if this can be added to the curriculum in addition to the whatever is taught nowadays, I think it will be very beneficial for the students when they go for an interview, or when they enter into an organization, they will find it somewhat easy. That is it, sir.
Okay, thank you. Manoj, would you like to add anything? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Dhruv, you have already come back once again to this session. Can you hear me, Mr. Dhruv? Mr. Dhruv?
Yes, Sumanto sir, I can hear. Sorry, there was a heating problem in the phone, so I joined from laptop.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. We can continue.
Okay, so as Manoj mentioned, some of the few points like the etiquettes and all. So these are the basic things. I hope in college curriculum we already had those things. Um, we have English in our curriculum throughout 4 years, I think, or till third year. I don't know. And apart from that, we used to have the Infosys Connect Campus Connect program. So there we learn like mainly about the industrial etiquettes, how to write the emails, how to talk to the project members like managers, senior managers, or any other person, how to behave when you are going to some restaurant with your teammates, and how to eat. Even that kind of etiquette training we got during our Infosys Campus Connect training. I don't know, Samantha sir, this training is happening nowadays or no? The Infosys Campus Connect.
No, not right now. It's not really.
Okay. So we got this opportunity to learn about mainly the etiquettes, but yeah, regarding the technical side, we had only the programming language knowledge, but no any other integration knowledge, or what are the different systems that we need to work on. We had some basic Unix knowledge. Yeah, so Unix is kind of another important point in an industry. So most of the servers, if you see, most of the stable servers are based out of the Unix server. So I would request all like the students to learn the Unix part very well, because it's not about just the development. You should have the knowledge about the deployment, the support, production support, how fast you can track the logs, how fast you can troubleshoot the problem. Because writing a Java program and writing a Java program in an integrated system, both are very different. So like you can like approach to me if anytime if you want to know about any different server architectures, or like how to deal with the different kind of servers, any kind of tutorial help, if you want, like you can reach out to me. Yeah, so I will conclude, like I would like to conclude here, Sumanta sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Dhruv Kumar Gupta. And Mr.
Yeah.
Manoj Karmakar also, you have already shared your practical experience with us. And now I'd like to request Mr. Subhunil Mukherjee to share your views regarding this topic. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Shonda sir. Thanks to all the previous speakers like Anamitra, Manoj, Dhruv. It was indeed a great overview of what you said. So I would like to say my point in a different angle, probably. So uh, maybe what I would say that even though we are students from computer science, but actually we end up doing into different industries, uh, probably majorly into IT industry, but also in some other industries too. So how to adapt whenever you go to some other industry after having a 4 years course on specific to computer science or IT. So here I think the main key thing to adapt into a different industry, into a different job, or how to do this transition from a student to the professional in any industry. What we need is the adoption, like how to learn. Okay, that's the key what I feel. So whatever courses we have been taught, definitely there are some base courses like languages, there are some core things like data structure maybe, or maybe some core computer hardware related subjects also we learn. But the main idea behind all of our learning is that whatever we learn, we can learn quickly, we can adapt new things very quickly, and we can implement what we are learning. So as an example, if we like Manoj is working the BFSI, some other student can get a job in the healthcare sector. The life science healthcare is the booming market right now. So what they need to do, so whatever they have learned, you need to implement that in real life. So um, you can learn a particular language and you can build a particular software, but the key is that how you are implementing that in your particular domain. So you have to learn quickly. The industry everywhere, every industry is changing very fast. In the upcoming days, due to the disruptive innovation, it's going to change in even faster. It will be changing faster. So you also need to learn and adapt quick. So that's one point. The second point is that like how much we are communicating. Okay, how much communication we are doing with our peers or our seniors and juniors. That is a very key thing. So all of us actually know about a very common game that's called Chinese whisper. So the message starts from a particular person and actually gets lost in between when it goes to the last person. So communication is very important. uh, Whatever job, whatever industry, whatever role you are doing, you need to understand that what is been expected from you, what is the end result you need to deliver at the end of the day. So without understanding what you actually want to do, if you jump into the job directly, you might end up doing nothing. So you might put a hard effort but end up with a big zero. So you need to understand that what is expected from you. So you ask, you communicate. If you are not clear, you ask multiple times. And of course, like difference between what I would say college life, engineering, and industry is that no one is going to spoon feed anything to you. You have to learn on your own. Okay, someone will guide, but definitely no one is going to spoon feed. So learning and communication, both needs to be, you need to be top on both of these things. Okay, so now in the communication process, so it can be done, but like how our faculty members can help our students in learning this thing. So what I feel, so I know like, in our times also we used to have some kind of topics were given to us in some sessions, and we were being asked that, and you start speaking on a topic, or you create a presentation, and now you have to speak on this presentation on the next day. So that was excellent. That is the one way of improving your communication. The other way, a very important part of communication is also listening. Okay, so how much you are listening. So whenever, suppose a particular topic has been given, you can give that Azure, uh, any topic on Azure, you can give Azure AI Connect or Azure Cloud Overview, whatever topic to a particular student. You can ask that you prepare a 30 minutes presentation, and you need to deliver a session on this topic. So now whenever the session is being presented, now you try to disrupt the flow. Okay, you change the requirement very frequently. Okay, so you give a student something that you do on this topic, and then when it is being presented, you say that my requirement has now changed. What will you do in this situation? So give some dummy situation, give a real-time situation where in real time also the requirements changes very fast. So you start gathering something, and then at the end, whenever you show the demo to the customer, they say, no, this is not what I want. I want something different. Okay, so how to adapt to this situation? So give some demo pressure situation and how to handle the pressure in this situation. So this is another key learning. At least I learned from this. So whenever you are like, our human brain is full of adrenaline, right? If you are given into a pressure situation, our brain starts working even more faster. So that can be one good way to bring out the best of all the students. And definitely whatever uh, we are doing, I believe we are actually on the right track, like what Manoj was also saying, that our top faculties always keep on finding out what are going to be the key trends in the upcoming days, and then modify our curriculum based on that. So that is of course an important part, and along with that, however hands-on thing that can be added to that. Hands-on is a very important thing. If you can add hands-on with the theoretical part, it's definitely going to help. And yeah, at least for during my time in JIS, my faculties like DPS sir, Shumanta sir, Ira ma'am, Sonali, everyone, we actually got a lot of hands-on opportunity. Our lab sessions, lab setups were excellent. So that really helped me to adapt quickly in my industry. So I believe that we are already on the right track. If we can just tweak a few things, then we can get the results even more better. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Subhanil Mukherjee. You have really mainly highlighted to the implementation part with that what we have really studied in our BTech levels, that how well you can implement in the industry. That's the very important things that you have really highlighted. And the second thing that you have already also highlighted is the communications part. It's definitely that communication is also play the crucial role whenever we work in the industry also. And you have already given the another one examples of it, that is the hands-on work. That is the, you know, that you have already got this kind of the opportunity from the JIS College of Engineering. We have already done this kind of hands-on work, and you have really implemented the industry. I hope that you have really got the more, you know, the opportunity to work in the industry, and that's kind of the applications that are definitely helpful for you. Now I will come to the, thank you once again, Mr. Subhanil Mukherjee. Next, I will come to the Mr. Krishnan Gupta. Right now is working in the Amazon India as a business analyst. So I'd like to request you, Mr. Krishnan Gupta, please focus on this topic. Krishnan, are you online? I hope.
Krishnan, most of he is not present, sir. Most of
No. Actually,
I can see just.
I hope that
due to some
network is not Network is not, you know that.
I just left. Yeah, just
So,
left.
okay, no issues are there. Okay, Krishnan is connecting, sir. Krishnan is connecting.
He has joined. He has joined.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes,
He has
joined.
joined.
Okay, okay. Krishnan, can you hear us? Hello?
Hey, hi.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'd like to request next Krishnan Gupta. He is right now is working as a business analyst in the Amazon India. Please, Krishnan, please share your views regarding this topic. Okay, over to you.
Right. So I belong to a whole different domain. I am not quite into coding and all those stuff. Though I use Python in my daily life, I am more into analytics part. So I'll be very honest as to what I personally feel in this domain, as to what can be done so that the next generations who are joining, say, Amazon, Flipkart, any of the e-commerce sites in the analytics side or any of the particular companies, I think there needs to be certain aspects that we need to look into certain things, for example, like Excel, maybe more into, you know, more of a visualization tool. Maybe you can look into Power BI, you can look into Tableau, you can look into QuickSight. There are many things which are there in the recent market. So I won't be commenting much on the things that the previous people discussed. I think that's absolutely spot on. That needs to be discussed as well as be there in the academic side. Uh, I think what we need to focus on for the next generations who are willing to join these IT industries or an e-commerce industry or a banking, whatever. So we need to be more inclined towards what stream and what are the things that you want to join. Say, I'm sorry, I am not quite well. So suppose you want to join on the final year, you decide you want to go to a more of an analytics side or you want to go on a coding side. I think that's where you should ideally decide as to what are the particulars that you need to look into. For example, say I always wanted to get into an analytics side. I will be very honest, I was never good in coding. I was never good in C programming or things, but yeah. Uh, we need coding, we need things. Academics is always obviously the first step towards joining an industry, be it coding or an analytics or banking, like I said, whatever. So you should be, I think the next generation should be inclined towards what are the technologies that they want to work on, and maybe they can connect with our respected faculties and try to get more projects and more stuff as to what can help them grow and learn the different I mean, topics. As say someone who's pretty good in coding, he can actually look into different websites like Kaggle and stuff to learn a few more things to get towards the analytics portion. So I think the main bridge which should ideally work between the people who are in academics willing to join the companies is they should be more proactive towards getting new projects, maybe reaching out to the faculties as well, because I'm pretty much sure the faculties are very helpful. So yeah, I think they should be proactive enough to think as what are needed from their side and what will help them in the long run. That's it. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Krishnan, that you have really focused on this topic. And you only mentioned about this projects that is definitely helpful. Those who are doing their UG, the pre-final year and the final year level, they are doing the project. Definitely, it has a great impact in the industry also. So thank you so much,
Right.
Krishnan, that you have really focused on this topic. And now I'd like to request Mr. Ruptim Ghosh. Please share your opinion regarding this topic. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Firstly, apologies if I put you to sleep. I'm not quite good at monologue. Currently, just for introduction, I passed out in 2016 and currently working at Bank of America as a software engineer. So I'm into coding, but like Krishnan mentioned, not everyone is into coding really. So it's our job to identify what we want to do at an early stage in our college life, like let's say third year or fourth year or whatever. You need to identify what you want to do and focus on that particular thing. Like Dharampal sir mentioned, you have courses like Python, but not everyone, like hardly anyone is joining. So before organizing a training or some session, just take a short survey, like who is actually interested, and organize something for those interested only. Just leave out those who are not interested, so they also know, if I'm not interested, college won't bother me much as well. So it has to come from both ways. So the student also has to be uh, what's the word, enthusiastic enough to show some interest and work towards it. And as far as the syllabus and stuff goes, I don't think changing it much to incorporate Git or JWAS or Tomcat will do much good, because how much can you include? I mean, Git is one versioning tool. There are 4 or 5 like that. You can't teach all. There are tons of servers. You can't teach all. So I think all that thing is learning on the job part. You can learn that on the job. I really think that. And the next thing is to just prepare for the interview. Preparing for the interview and the job are two different things. If someone says uh, the people passing out from the college are not ready for the job, they are wrong. It just means they are not ready to clear the interview. No one is ready for the job. You can never be until you go there, get the industrial training actually. And let's be honest, in my batch, when I joined Capgemini, 200 of us joined together for the training. I think only 2 of us missed out getting the job permanent. The rest all went through. So it's not like they're unskilled. They are skilled, just that you need to pass the interview. So focus which companies you want to get into, check what type of questions they ask. And I think at college level, for freshers, it's mostly structured around data structures or algorithm, for example, which are already there in the syllabus. So I think focus on that and take it a notch above, like beyond the college questions, like how to reverse a stack. Just go beyond that and see, like take it to a notch above, like you know for example, you have 1 million words. From there, how do you uh, sort something or things like that? So that's that's all would be from my side. That's my suggestion for everyone.
Okay, thank you so much. You have really highlighted on this topic. And next, I would like to move Mr. Orchisman Chakraborty. Okay, and can you hear us, Mr. Orchisman Chakraborty?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Orchisman, are you online?
Yes, sir, I'm online. Am I audible properly now?
Is it possible to turn on your video?
Yes, sir, it's possible. Just give me one moment.
Okay.
The settings suddenly changed of Zoom. What happened?
Sumanto sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
So
Yes.
meanwhile, some of the participants from the YouTube, they have asked some question. You can see in chat.
So we will come to the question part. Is that interactive sessions are there at the end of the session? Okay. Okay. So we'll come back definitely. So next I move to the Orchisman. You just take that a few time. Okay. Next I move to the Sovik Banerjee. Okay. Sovik Banerjee. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yeah. You are audible.
Yeah. First of all, very good evening to all of you faculties, and it's a pleasure to be present in this discussion. So whatever I have already heard from my seniors, and it seems like I might be the most junior candidate over there because I'm 2017 pass out. So people are there in this panel who have more couple of x times of experience than me. So But so it's to be honest, like it's definitely a nice opportunity for me as well, like to gather some knowledge regarding this. So I think like I have around like 3 years of experience in this industry, more than 3 years, but like yeah, mostly 3 years of but like I can say about these things based on my like sole experience that I have faced. So the topic for today's discussion is like how we can bridge the gap between the academia and the industry. So in that case, like definitely I think it's a very complicated questions. And like when we were in college, like that time also this question was there, like and like when like we have passed out and already served 3 years in the industry, then also like this question is relevant. So I think like it's something that like it's kind of a never ending topic, like it will always be there, that because like in the industry also, like the technologies and the things like keeps changing. So uh, the main part is like we need to adopt. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay. So yeah, so the main thing is like we need to like keep adapting the changes, and like we need to like revisit the syllabus and the curriculum that like being taught in the college, if it is like based on the current industry trends. So the few things that I have noticed is like definitely if we talk about like the mass recruitment, or like the major chunk of students getting employed after completion of their graduation, most of the students are like from the computer science, like they end up into being a developer or into the IT industry. So very few like goes to the research and the higher studies part. So like I mean, I have also like moved to the software industry after completion of my graduation. So one problem that I've like seen in between my peers as well, like their like lack of ability to solve a problem. So when I say like the solve a problem, it doesn't necessarily mean that like I am explicitly saying you need to know how to write the code, or like how to code efficiently or something like that. But it's mainly like I think before me, like another one of my senior also mentioned, like he's into analytics. So he may not be like writing the code in a in a hardcore developer thing, but like he also at the end of the day needs to solve a problem. So he has to build the logics to solve that problem. So that logic building ability, it is like somewhat like missing in majority of the students. So like they can say claim like they know C, they know Java, they know some very popular programming languages like JavaScript or Python nowadays. Like, but like the basic ability to identify the problem and come out with a solution, so that somewhat like we have missed, like are not. That's the first point. The second point that I would like to talk about, which can be like really helpful, is like trying to find the internships opportunity. So that is like really helpful and works as a bridge, like to like reduce the gap between that academia and the industry. Because like in that case, like if a student gets to work in a real world project, and like whenever like he has not completed his academics totally, but like still he's like able to have I would say the environment, or like the what might be like the at the end of his academics, what might be his like day-to-day job. So that thing, that internships, it should be encouraged. And like so we have our trainings which are like in most of the cases the students have to pay some fees to get the training certificate from some organizations. But like in case of like internships, yeah, and definitely like unpaid internships should not be encouraged at all. So I'm like totally against it. So the internships should be paid internships, so that like what, even if like the amount is very less, like whatever like the industry or the company is like paying that intern, like it might be very less, but whatever like they are paying, like if they pay some amount to the student, then also like they have they will get to know, okay, I'm paying something to the student, I need to get some work done by that guy. And also like the for the student also, like if he's earning, or he or she is earning something from that company, he also have that feeling, okay, I am earning something from that company, so I need to deliver. So even if like a very new technology that he might be, or he or she might be introduced with, like he I mean at the end of the day, they need to adapt it, and they need to work on it, and they need to deliver it. So it will be like helpful for them to like explore few technologies as well. So I keep seeing for the GIS as well, like we have integrated with Internshala and organize internships opportunities for the students. But I think like if the opportunities can be provided more, then it will be really helpful for the students to actually to like reduce that gap between this academia. Because whatever the subjects and all, whatever the seniors have, I like totally agree with them, but like we cannot include all the things. And if we starts including the architecture things and all in the freshers level, it won't be, I don't think like it will be very useful for the students to adopt those things. And from a fresher, that is not also expected. Nobody is gonna ask that fresher describe this architecture, or derive this problem in that manner. Even if like they come up with a problem, or like even if like they're come up with a solution in a brute force manner, it doesn't require even like you need to optimize it. The most efficient solution you need to give, it's nothing like that. Even if like they're able to solve a problem, like in most of the cases they end up cracking that interview. So the focus, it should not be only in a particular programming language, but rather moreover solving a problem. So like the students can they should start practicing coding. They should adopt it as a habit. So they can take part in like various coding competitions that all over the year, various organization like CodeChef, HackerRank, GFG, like they organize these things. So I'm not like going into like the competitive programming, so that's a different part. But like at least like some basic problem solving ability. uh, Also, one thing that I feel while building that curriculum structures and all, we should identify the trend in that industry. What is the current trend, like in which sectors like more number of students are being hired. So those things we should it may not be an I would say a compulsory subject, but we can at least organize a group, like the coding group or the cultural group that we have. So similarly, we can organize a group for that particular thing. So whoever like interested in that domain, like they can be part of that group, and they can explore few things. And one more thing that I would like to focus is like some technology independent tools, the version control thing that already it has been discussed, the Git. So that is the most popular one now. So if like the students are like they know a little bit about Git, how to manage the different versions of the coding using the Git, or some very common tools as well, like JIRAs and all. It doesn't require any additional technical skills to learn these things. But if they already know very few things about it, like it helps them, or like it will help them to understand the things in a better way. So but that comes when you have already cracked the interview, got the offer, and started your career journey. But before that, I think the major point, and also so I have started my career with a startup, and still I recently made a switch, but still I have joined another startup. So in most of these companies, the problem solving ability is the main I would say, for if they are looking for a developer, then the main thing that they look into is like their problem solving ability. So and as I said, like it's not always like you have to write the code in the most efficient way, but overall what would be your approach to solve the problem, your logical thinking ability, that actually matters. So I think like we need to focus in that part. And if like most of the students, like if they have that minimum logical thinking ability to to solve a problem, that would really helpful to crack the interviews. And like in our days, when the college campusing was going on and all, so majority of the students focus on was to crack the FT. भाई तू FT क्रैक कर ले, तेरा हो जाएगा, TCS में तो हो जाएगा, तू FT क्रैक कर दे बस. But like after that, like when there is a face-to-face interviews, the some of them they are not able to clear it, because whenever like they ask them to write a very small problem, like they are not able to come up with that logic. Even if if it was asked in as a FT question, they were able to solve it, but when it is being asked as a programming question, they are not able to frame the solution. So I think that part needs to be taken care of, like we need to emphasize in that part. So I think, yeah, that's all from my side, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Sophie. You have highlighted so many points that they are starting from the internship and the training program that you have really highlighted, and you have already mentioned about the logical thing abilities are there. Okay, you have already mentioned about how to crack the interviews are there. Thank you so much. Now I would like to move to Mr. Architman Chakraborty. Please share your views regarding this topic. Over to you. Unmute yourself.
Sure. Thanks. This is the thing that's happening to us in lockdown. The two statements have become a part and parcel of our life, that whether am I audible and if my screen is visible or not. That's the sentences we are always speaking to our colleagues. Yes, I will directly target the point, and I will keep it very short and crisp, and would like to highlight the areas from where students can benefit them the most. So when we pass the last semester, either we have jobs in our hand or we don't have. Now, most of the students live in a situation that whenever we will get a job in any companies in Kolkata, like TCS, Cogni, Wipro, you take the name, I will go to development. So I would say to them that there is a whole new world out of development completely. Like I am working in cybersecurity for last 6 years. So I have worked with Symantec, McAfee, Trend Micro, Microsoft Defender. So my main role is I am a malware researcher. So when you download any malicious files in your system, your antivirus catches it immediately. So there is a database in the antivirus where signatures are written in different languages to block those files all over the globe. So there are only two types of file in the whole globe. It's one portable executable and one non-portable executable. So I write those signatures for the company I work in. So recently I have moved on to a new company of email gateway and malware research called Zscaler. Previously I was working in Mindtree, and then previous to that I was working in Zensar. So my whole domain is in cybersecurity, network security. Now, this is completely different from development. So I want to tell that don't keep in mind that if I join a company, I will get development. I will be directly to coding. There were some previous speakers who were saying that you need to adapt yourself to the technologies that is in front of your plate. Like you might be given a training in Angular JS, back end, front end for first 3 months when you join a company. But later on, you might be given a completely different role. It might be just copying a data to an Excel sheet and just passing it on to the next escalation team. So you need to understand that it's not your choice always. That's the first thing that you have to keep in your mind while you are joining an industry, that it's not what you want that you get. It's just what they will give you. You will have to accept it and then move on to different paths, either by having some idol in front of you or if you want to go in a particular field. Now, you cannot do it just by discussing with your colleagues or your seniors. You need to have a holistic approach. And to have that holistic approach, you need a tool called LinkedIn. All the jobs I get in my life are from LinkedIn. So I will be brutally honest with you guys. You have to be very, very active on LinkedIn. Naukri, Monster, Indeed are good, but LinkedIn, you can get immediate interview calls from companies like Google, Microsoft, Adobe, LinkedIn itself, whichever you take, like Alphabet, who is the parent company of Google. So until and unless you are very active on LinkedIn, and in LinkedIn, it's not like you send a friend request to someone, you accept that, you are just following him or her. No, you need to communicate with that person, like how you excelled in your domain. You need to increase your connection. Like I would say, suppose Microsoft releases a particular position of any domain, and there are applications from all over India. So why will they shortlist your CV? So CV making is also a very important point. You need to know which lines or which tag words to put in CV so that it gets selected by the algorithm that the company uses to fetch or shortlist CVs. So spending an ample amount of time on building a good CV is very good. So I will give one example, like Europass is a portal where it's by European Union. You can make superb CVs. Then LinkedIn offers a very good opportunity to make CVs as per the companies you are applying for. And what more to say? It's just that you need to build very good connection in industry. Like you need to, suppose if you're working in cyber security domain, you need to know how many companies are working on it, who are the managers in those companies, how do I reach out to them, and what shall be my CV. So until and unless you do this, it might happen you are 8 years of experience, 10 years of experience, or 15 years of experience, but your salary remains low. I will be brutally honest. If you under the age of 30, if you want to cross salaries like 14 lakh, 15 lakh, 17 lakhs, you have to build connections and talk to people in LinkedIn like, hey, there is an opportunity I saw you posted. Can I apply for it? So you will see, you will grow immensely in life. So these are all the points I wanted to say. Won't take much of a time. In conclusion, I would say CV making, building very good connections in LinkedIn, keeping your profile always up to date, and also doing certifications which are totally in sync with your daily work. That's a very important thing, and updating them as a post or article in LinkedIn, so people comes to know, okay, so if I refer this particular candidate, he has some knowledge about it. Always certificate will not tell that the candidate will have a good knowledge, but it will uplift your profile to the shortlisters. Like, okay, I see that he is doing this or things that. So visibility is very important. That's the main point I want to say. Have visibility wherever you work. That's it from my side.
Thank you.
You can go ahead. Yeah.
Mr. Chinman Chakraborty, you have highlighted your practical experience that you have got. You have worked in the JIS technologies as well as the Mindtree, and currently is working with the other companies are there, and lots of experience that you have got and you have shared with us. Thank you once again. And now I'd like to request Mr. Sohan Goswami. He is not from corporate sector or from the software industry. He is from the academic sector. So, Mr. Sohan Goswami, over to you, and please share your views regarding this topic.
Thank you, everyone. First of all, sorry for joining late.
Mr. Sohan, is it possible to turn on your video?
Yeah, okay. I'm coming. Kiolo.
If you have any problem, then you can continue. No issue with it.
What is? Oh yeah. I think I was mistake. Yeah.
Yes, you are visible.
Yeah. Okay. A warm welcome to everyone in the meeting. Okay. So I'm from the academic sector actually. Okay. Currently, I'm acting as a lecturer of computer science in Polytechnic Institute, Hooghly, TPI Hooghly. So it's been 6 years, more than 6 years actually, that I am in this teaching profession. And and first of all, I would like to congratulate Mr. Sumanto sir, because I have known him, if I'm not wrong, I have known him from the year 2009, I think, when I was in 3rd year. Okay. And the bonding has grown up with time, and it is 2021. And it feels really nice to come back every time at JIS, and also other teachers, the teachers who used to take our classes at the time. When I see my sirs and madams are still there in the department, and whenever I get to spend some time with them, it feels really a special feeling for me actually. And myself for being there I started studying there from the year 2007, and I studied both my BTech and MTech from JIS College of Engineering. So I started from 2007 and I ended in 2013. So 6 long years of memories. Anyways, so that's a part of my introduction. Now today we are talking about actually the academic and industry gap, right? Yeah. So as an academician, as a teacher, I would like to say that there is the technology has grown and technology has changed a lot in the last 10 years. When we used to study our BTech courses, then there is a huge demand of J2E platforms like J2E, ASP.NET and all that. My undergraduate of I did it from IBM. And I learned Java technologies. I learned Java, and then in the B courses, we did have we did not have Java 2 Platform Enterprise Edition and the concepts like servlet, JSP, RMI, and all that. We used to have Java programming, but the advanced Java part was not there in the syllabus. But it was very much necessary, because Java was always on top of the most popular programming languages list. But still, it was not included in the syllabus. I don't know why. And that time I was student, and today I am teacher. I am teaching my students. 10 years have passed. A decade has passed. Still, I think if I'm not wrong, in many syllabuses, I still do not find Java 2 Platform Enterprise Editions. That means JSP, Servlet, this subject has to be taken as elective, not as a compulsory subject. So I feel the academic sectors, the people who are making syllabuses, they should have a look at certain things. Even at that time in our WBUT syllabus, I still remember in MCA syllabus, there was Java theory, not Java lab. Now, I personally don't know how it can go. I mean, Java can be done in theory, but not in lab. Okay. So these sort of things used to be there. Now the problem has solved. Because without a lab, how can you learn a programming language and all that? It's an implementation part. So there have always been some certain certain things in the syllabus of the academics. Now I am in the Polytechnic scenario right now. Earlier I was in a BTech college as an assistant professor. Right now I am a lecturer in a diploma college in Polytechnic scenario. It's been 3 years. Now in Polytechnic syllabus, I am seeing that in the third semester, there is C and data structure are being taught in the same syllabus. Now, anyone would agree with that a student cannot learn C and data structure simultaneously in the same semester in the span of 6 months. It is not actually possible, because the way the syllabus of programming in C where ends, the data structure actually starts from there. Now, how it becomes very difficult for a student to understand and grab C and data structure both at the same time. There are, so these sort of things are still there in the syllabus. That's why AICTE, I think, is going to change the syllabus. They have proposed a new syllabus where they are including Python, where they are including machine learning, where they are including artificial intelligence, the concepts that are booming very large for the coming 10 years. I think machine learning, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, Internet of Things, and these sort of subjects are going to be very important for the coming decade or so, because they are going to create lots of jobs. So that is what I'm talking about. When I was a student, there used to be a demand of ASP.NET, Java, J2E, and all that. Now after 10 years, we are seeing that the entire scenario has changed. The demand has been in artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud computing, network security, and lots of other things. Robotic process automation, RPA is getting a lot of attention. So all the Polytechnic and BTech colleges are trying to give the students best possible training, in these things, because the syllabus has not yet changed. The industry is changing so fast, so rapidly at each and every moment. So in accordance with that, I think the academic sector has to update as well. The syllabus modifiers need to have a close look at the syllabus, and they need to modify the syllabus. They need to update the syllabus. They need to incorporate subjects like machine learning, artificial intelligence, and all that, cloud computing and all that, so that the students, when they get into the industry, they get updated with the present things. So in our diploma, in our Polytechnic circle, AICTE is already going to change the syllabus. So in this year, 2021, the students will be admitted in the first year. They will have a new syllabus where they will study Python, where they will study lots of other things, machine learning, artificial intelligence. Even a course on cyber security and cyber forensics is proposed. And in our college, it is likely that the course will open also in the cyber security, cyber forensics, and there is subject like AI, machine learning, big data, and all that, cloud computing, everything is there. So I think the topmost bodies who are looking after the making of the syllabus of the engineering courses, they can start these courses already. Some BTech in artificial intelligence and machine learning, these BTech courses, BTech streams have already been implemented in lots of colleges. And I think if the syllabus can be updated and these sort of subjects can be incorporated, then the students will have a help. And when they get it, and in accordance with that, the gap can be minimized. The gap can be minimized, and it will be very much beneficial for the students. So that's what I would like to say. As an academician, I have formulated, I have stated my opinion that in order to minimize the gap, the more recent topics, more recent trends need to be incorporated in the syllabus. Okay, and these sort of things like having a theory on Java, but not practical in Java, and teaching C and data structure in the same syllabus, in the same semester, these sort of things have to be seriously considered by the concerned authority. I feel that. Okay, that's all. That's why I had to say. Thank you, Shumanta sir. Thank you for inviting the talk. And I hope everyone goes on with the next topic, the next speech as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Suman Goswami. You have highlighted, basically, you have highlighted about the change of the curriculum, or the update of the curriculum and the syllabus also, and this would be based on the industry standard. Okay, so next I would like to move to Ms. Anjali Gupta. Currently, she is working as a software developer in Infosys. So we'd like to hear your views regarding this topic. Over to you. Unmute, please. Please unmute. Please unmute yourself.
Actually, I have been waiting since so long that when my turn will come up. Anyways, hello, sir. Hello, everyone, my senior, junior, and all the faculties, whoever is listening right now and joined us. So, sending you all the good vibes and good health to you all. We need to take care of ourselves a lot in this time. So, anyways, coming to the point, I am Anjali Gupta and I am 2018 pass out. And sir, to be modified, to modify it, actually, I am. Not as a software developer. I am working as a in the data analytics domain. So I am working as a report analyst and master data management engineer. So this is my the job profile. But looking on to the topic that how to bridge the gap between academy and industries. So I have been since waiting long, listening to all my seniors since I guess I am 2018 pass out. So most of the juniors out of them, so I have like a most of the time like I was very uh, agreeable to all their points because they are having their personal opinion and experience as well. So, but I would highly urge and recommend to our JISC to introduce an this internship program. Sir, I would I do believe that we do training a lot, we do 2 or 3 trainings at least, 1 or 2 trainings at least in our college period. But what my belief is that if we are indulging in the internship program, so here we are getting the chance to exposure of the another world, that is the organization apart from the college or department, college syllabus. So here is not training is all about to do some piece of code, to learn piece of code, and then to do the project, and then it is the over. And sometimes we really don't concentrate on the training as well. For as being totally honest, so most of the us don't get interested in training if we are not interested to the coding, or if we are not interesting to that any kind of subject. So if they will go to the internship program, then this is the highly chances. Just a minute. Yeah. So then it's a highly chance to understand what is their where their interest lies. First thing. Second thing, they will have the exposure to the not only to the projector, not only to the piece of some codes or piece of analytics or department skills, any of these stuffs, but as well they will be interacting to the client as well. So these will help them to generate, to get some kind of concept that how does it looks and works in the organization side. Okay. So project is fine, training is fine, but I would really urge to the department that to introduce the like a compulsory internship program. Starting from the 3rd year, it will be fine, because up to 3rd year, we really get a lot of subjects and syllabus in our course, in our like years, so it would be like really very accessible to think about it, that which for what kind, for which domain and for which technology they would like to do internship. Okay, so this is the point to mention here. Second thing, when they are coming to the internship program, then they will automatically get into the client interaction as well. So they will understand what is their interest even, because it's not necessary that you need to code, you need to you need to do development. Because as being a part of working in the Infosys, I have been realized, I have gone through the training as well. There in Infosys, we have a strict 4 to 5 months of training program, in which they includes 4 to 5 languages here itself. And from being a like as a personal opinion, I don't like coding even much. That's why my but for passing that assessment, that 4 to 5 months of assessment, and all the programming programs, all the programming skills like Python, DSA, and then all the OOPS, OOPS, and all these programming skills. For passing those, we need to do some piece of coding, and we need to do some piece of courses and assessment and online education, so from their training faculties. But that is the more and enough to get past if we are you are working well. But what hindrance actually come when you get into the production side after completing your assessment. So we take that, we got this, I got actually in my training program, I got the Java language for that in my stream development side, in my stream. during the project training. Infosys training. So what happened when I got into the production after completing my training? I got into the data analytics domain, and this is what I wanted always since in the college, that to get some experience in a organization as a data analytics part, because I wanted to have Ira ma'am or Pranati ma'am would be more like they would be knowing. In fact, you also, sir. So Apurva sir must be, he must be like, he was teaching me a lot about the coding and stuff, Apurva sir. And we had the project with you and Apurva sir as well. But I was not interested for the coding part since my college. So I'm not going apart, but I would like to tell and add to my juniors, please don't get panic and don't get stuck in this concept that you really need to code hard and code really strong for being as per computer science graduates. It's not really compulsory, because there are really different domains are available in our technical, in our IT sector if you are interested. Also, if you're not interested in IT after doing all your CS graduates, doing completion of CS graduates, then also don't get panic, because we have really, see my college flats, some of them were started their MNC, my college notes as well. So these some kind of real-time projects we really need to consider on that, because just doing the training program and focusing on the project and writing some piece of code on the paper and submitting it on the exam during the college period, it's not all about it. If you are interested in coding, then please do develop your project. Try to develop your project in real-time project, which will require you a lot of research, a lot of practice, a lot of mental, a lot of mentor help. Mentor help, and you sir are already, you sir and ma'am are already doing and helping us, right? So please, my juniors, go through all this process if you are really interested in coding. And if you are not interested in coding, then don't panic at all, because we have a lot of other opportunities to explore in the outside. Even in you want to get the if you want to get some experience, like I wanted to do that, to have some experience in the organization. So that's why I had morely focused on my data analytics part. After my completion of training period in Infosys, that was 44 to 5 months, I started doing, when I got into the production, my posting area. So I started doing BI and this analytics part, like BI, business intelligence, and big data, and this kind of things, which morely requires you, sometimes a kind of to understand the coding part, which is highly enough if you are, because they don't ask you to go into the depth of coding. So I don't want to talk about much about the coding things. So, but what I want to say that please do what you really want to do. Don't don't run into the crowds, because you will definitely end up frustrating. That's it. So try to develop, if you are interested, there are multiple skills available in our technical domain, in our market. In fact, if it is not in the technical domain, no need to worry about it. There are many domains available. Pick up 1, 2, 3, try it in your college period, and if you will get to know by the end of 3rd year, 4th year, even by the end of your college, that you are really interested into that domain, then do please focus on that domain. And then like our senior mentioned, that we have the really good platform like LinkedIn, and there are several multiple platforms where you can approach very well, and he has mentioned to all the process as well. So he has really mentioned it very nicely. So I would like to mention that do this way, but do first explore it out, that where is your interest lies. Otherwise, it will really end you up with frustrating, because in organization as well, industry as well, you don't need to write the whole piece of codes, whole set of codes. All codes are already developed, auto written, auto given in the courses. In the site, you just need to change the piece of 4 or 5 lines if you are into the development project, in like a software developer, any kind of hold positions. So my request is to you all my juniors that please go with your interest first of all, and when you got to realize after third or fourth year that where is your interest lies, then do focus on that domain, and do please take out all the help possible from the faculties. They are really very nice, and they will support you at the end of your moment. I have been supported, like I have get all the support. Sometimes I got like a बहुत सारा डांट भी मैंने खाया है, but it was all up to them because it will really groom you up to that level. और ये सब चीज करते करते ना you will get the your skills to be developed, like soft skills जो होते हैं ना, आप जितना interact करोगे ना within your classmates, within your batchmates, within your college mates, within your faculties, your skill will automatically get boosted up, and you will like interview में क्या होता है ना, interview में they will generally first see you as a how you are representing yourself. They will judge your knowledge, they will judge your coding, they will judge your questions after your personal experience कि आप कैसा present कर रहे हो, right? तो वो चीज पे आप ध्यान दो ज्यादा. अगर आप इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में पार्ट लेना चाहते हो, एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहते हो, एंड इफ यू आर नॉट इंटेंडिंग टू वर्क into the organization, then it's also because there are some people, and there are some of my college mates and my senior or juniors that I know, they are into the startup from their college itself. वो हुआ है. So you can start yourself, and it is all everything going like from home. So start yourself from home. Trust me, it will help you, and it will help you to explore बहुत सारी चीजों आपको एक्सप्लोर कर पाओगे, खुद को पहचान पाओगे, because learning is the key process of each and everything available in this world. But until unless if you won't apply, everything will go best. So don't pressurize yourself. First of all, don't panic. Don't get panic that मुझे job नहीं मिलेगा तो क्या होगा, मिल जाएगा, not an issue. अगर आप करना चाहते हो, if you want to take some experience, then you go, you do. And if you are going to take part into the organization, then please make sure that you are doing this stuff only that you want to do, because it's not that hard even. See, अगर startup होता है तो थोड़ी सी वो reason आ जाती है कि you have to work in this domain. But in Infosys, I wanted to be in data analytics domain, and I got into the development project as well for the first 3 to 4 months. But I don't wanted to do that क्योंकि मेरा interest कहीं और था for being getting experience. So what I do, I tried a lot to get my project changed. So ये हो सकता है, it can be your reason. So don't get panicky and don't get be assured that if you're doing this course, then you will get that course. So all of these points our senior has already mentioned. So I don't want to repeat on that all the points. But what I would like to urge to our department, our JISC, that to please ma'am focus on all the internship instead of training project. And for our juniors, don't get panic, don't get pressurized, and do what you really want. If you don't want to code, then it's okay, not a big issue. I also don't want to code ever at my college. I tried in first and second year, but after third year, I got to understand that it is not my cup of tea. So I left that. But for the project मुझे करना पड़ा था, so उतना मुझे आ गया था. कॉलेज में सीख कर ये करके वो आ गया, तो वो हो जाता है यार. आप लोग अगर if you are कर रहे हो, देख रहे हो, तो ultimately you will get the point. And interview में crack करना would be easy. But हाँ, if you are getting into the too serious ना, then do it from your heart. अगर आप coding में बहुत interest करते हो ना, then please don't get stuck in this syllabus part only, और वो just कि questions होते हैं ना जो 5 to 10 to 50 selected question होते हैं, उस पर मत अटकना. You can explore it out. वो आपके Google, everything is available on the internet most of the time, and our faculties are so hearted, so well known, so they will always ready to help you. हम ही जब कर रहे हैं, अभी हम कॉलेज में नहीं, तो आपको तो ऑलरेडी करेंगे because you are in the already college, right? So that's it all. And also I would take some points. Yeah, मैंने वो real time project पे तो बात की, because we should really get focus on the real time project, because the time we are getting for the training project now, mostly I can say from my student experience, 60% were not interested in this training project. Trust me, they just wanted certificates to just complete that semester, nothing else. And that's why internship would be a good option after replacing or after implementing this internship course. Also, if you are if you are interacting well with your all the college mates and classmates, everyone to your faculties, then your soft skill parts is already done. You don't need to do any extra course. Also, we have these some syllabus soft skill courses in our college period as well. So you don't need to worry about it. You just need to open it up, open yourself to all the faculties, to all your mates, that you do understand that they will really help you to boost up your boost up your knowledge. Then do please interact with them. Do please interact with them. And then I was, yeah, exposure to the outside world. Until unless if you want to explore it out, if you want research that what is going in this world, what we really need this time, including technical stuff, including non-technical stuff, including everything. Because when you come to the organization, it's not the limited to the some piece of code or some piece of technical knowledge or technical skills. When you come to the organization, it's all about how you are handling. See, in first year, हमें like first year कह रही हूँ, as a fresher, you are not expected to do this much. इतना high, मतलब इतना burden नहीं होता है. But after 2 or 3 years, you are expected to speak it up. At least वो first fresher, जैसे ही वो fresher का tag खत्म होता है after completing your first year in industry. In second year of experience, just a minute. In second year of experience, you are expected to speak up, like to give the ideas, to interact with the clients. Just say there is a client meeting as well that goes hand in hand. So they ask you, team lead, managers, they ask you to speak it up on the phone over the with the clients, to talk with them, to interact with them, to email them, to send the report to them, whatever the task you're doing, they ask you to do interact with them. So that is the thing that we need to really build up, and jo team building hoti hai, and all these all stuffs come, meetings, organization meetings and all. So if you are really good getting yourself, grooming yourself in all these areas, then it's not too much difficult to like work in the organization. And I would highly recommend that if you are interested in particular domain or want to take some experience in that particular domain, then choose and go to the organization. Don't get stuck in that college khatam gaya, so I want job, paisa chahiye, salary chahiye and all. So frustrate ho jaoge, seriously frustrate. I have seen my so many mates that they don't like working in the company, but they want that salary. तो वो चीज हो जाती है. Anyways, but if you are interested, then do please get yourself interested. It's not a big deal. You can take some 2 or 3 years experience, and you can decide yourself, क्योंकि आप groom कर रहे हो ना. That is what I am telling, that from the beginning decide and set your mind that where you really want to work in the technical position, as a technical domain. Non-technical domain भी करना चाहते हो, then do please go ahead. Don't take it much precise, because apart from institutions, apart from the college CSE graduates, there are also so many field to explore it out. And it's a really good for people who really love to explore and research. You have extra time as being working from the home, studying from the home, right? So all is your choice at the end. Of course, you are the one who will last with you. So believe in yourself. Do what you really want to do, what you really love to do, and don't get pressurized first of all. So that's it. I hope I have made some point, and I am I'm really very thankful for being this part of this meeting. I hope I have given some good.
I think she's facing some network issues at the end. Okay, anyway, just come back.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, sir. I'm done almost, because बहुत ही late हो चुका है. I guess no one will be enough interested to listen more and more, right? So I am done.
So you are just listening your voice. Okay, so you have thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank Anjali Gupta. You have highlighted so many things at the end. So we have seen the two words you know, that repeatedly come. First one is that the implementation, and second one is the application part of it. Is the, I think it's the, you know, that is a great really impact in the industry, those who are working in the industry, as well as that, you know, that I truly believe also that engineering education means that how well you can use the thing that whatever you have really learned in your BTech level or in your graduate levels. So thank you very much. We have already got the views about this topic from the alumni side. Now we'll move to the faculty side. We have with us respected faculty members from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, JIS College of Engineering. I would like to request you, anybody of you, just like to highlight about this topic. Anybody of you?
Sumanta sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you said you're audible.
Okay. So I was listening to every one of you all. So first of all, thank you everyone for joining here in this virtual platform. And the information you have shared, that is very precious to us. Okay. So being a important stakeholder of our institute, you people have shared lots of information, first of all. And as being autonomous, we have the rights that we can change the curriculum. So whenever we are going to change the curriculum, your information that you have shared with us, your suggestion that you have shared, we will surely put in the table, okay, so that we can change the curriculum accordingly, and we can make the curriculum as industry ready type of thing. Okay, that means whether the current trends that are going on in the industry, so we can include those domain, we can include those subjects. So thank you everyone for joining and sharing your valuable advice, I may say here, because all of you are very much senior at your own domain right now. So those alumni, those who have joined from 2010 onward, 2010 batch onward, I think thank you everyone. Thank you for joining and sharing your view here. Sumanta sir, that is enough from my end. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Regarding this topic. Thank you once again. I would like to request any other faculty member, if you want to share your views regarding this topic, then you can. Anybody?
Hello.
Hello.
Anybody is telling?
Hello.
Yes, Amit sir. Yeah, you are audible.
Yes. So first of all, thanks all the alumni and other faculty members, my colleagues who are present over here. It is a nice topic chosen, and all the alumni have shared their views, and it is very good to listen and some very informations relevant to any institute and to increase the employability, because it is necessary, because it happens that so many students are being graduated every year, and out of only 6 or 8% students are basically employable. So this type of discussion is necessary, and all of you should know that EICT also has taken some initiative to increase the employability, like they have introduced EMEA type activities in curriculum. That means students can be involved in some social activities, and they can improve their social network communication skill. And also EICT is trying to provide some more facility, like honors degree along with BTech. So this is another initiative already has been taken, and accordingly syllabus are being updated. So curriculum definitely should be updated, and it is being taken, means it is being practiced by most of the institutes. And not only the change in curriculum enough, side by side, there should be a change in content of the syllabus, because the recent changes that are happening,
in industry and some technology. So with that, the content also should be adapted, but side by side, we should also think over the capacity of the students, because according to that, we have to plan and design the curriculum. And you should know that the and syllabus should be designed in such a way so that the students should not be given more stress in the fourth year because they remain busy in campusing and other things. So most of the studies the students should give in second year and third year as well as in first year also. So these are the things that already I have mentioned. MER, MOOCs, facilities have been added. And one thing I should add over here, we all of you know there are different categories of students there. Some students are very weak, some students are very strong, very have more strength to understand anything. So we should categorize the students by we should make some groups of students who are having less capacity. So we should, as a mentor, we should monitor them. We should mentor them more carefully. And in this process, the faculties should not be only involved, the parents of the students also should be involved, because students are staying much of the time with their parents. And the students who are staying in the hostel or means, that is a different issue, but many students are there who are staying with their parents in home. So for them, parents should be involved in the process, because we know many students, there are so many students, they don't know anything, but they are not interested to know new things. So in this type of cases, we should, as the faculty members, we should take more attention. So this is from my side. Now what to Shumunto?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amit sir, that you have highlighted so many things. Okay, thank you once again. Now I'd like to request any faculty members from our department if you want to say something.
Okay, so
Hello.
First of all, thank you very much. So am I audible?
Yeah, madam, continue.
Okay. So first of all, I like to thank all of you for joining us and give us suggestions for the betterment of our curriculum and for the betterment of our students. And it is very nice to see Sovi, Kripti, Nayan, Shukronil, Monoj, I think Shohan and Dhruv also already he has left. Okay, and another Anamitra. Okay, so after a long time we are seeing, but few of you already have met us before some time. But Shobik, Raktim, I think after a long time I am seeing you. So very nice to see you all. So actually, I thought I will be telling much because all the points I have got, means I have heard from you, and some discussion we should have, but it is too late. Anyway, then also I like to share that from your side, from Manoj, some communication skill, and from Supronil also communication, obviously, that is needed, and it is there in the syllabus, some soft skill. But obviously, from the student side, they should practice more and more. And but for from the Manoj, I have some query. Means not query, means we have means some means I am not going for the debate. And but you are telling that some means they should know all the server and secure. Means whenever we are teaching the variable and all, it means we should means all these things are whether it is a secure variable or not. This type of thing I doubt. Means actually I want to know that do you think or anybody, if it is possible to all these things should be in the curriculum, but it is not debate, just for discussion and for to take the suggestion that whether we should include all those things in the curriculum or we should not. That's what the thing. But after that, Subronil has told and Raktim has told that it is not possible that all the servers architecture or different language, it is not possible to include all the things. But the thing is that what I like most, and with means my opinion, it is going with me. That is, first of all, we should means our students should know the logic. any logic means they had means they should know the logic of the programming, means whatever they want to do, the problem solving ability or logic should be first clear, and the approach how they are means trying to solve the problem, that should be understood throughout this BTech level. And after that, whenever they are going for any company or industry, then whatever language or whatever technology they should understand, they should keep means they should track it, or they should grasp it very rapidly. That is the thing what I feel, and some of you have told, but I am not disagreeing with the Manoj, but we should discuss, or we should think about it, whether all those things can it be possible to take in our syllabus or not. Okay, so okay, thank you all for all your suggestion, Manoj, Raktim, Krishna, Shubhronil, thank you very much. And from Krishnayan, I have got that project. Yes, and nowadays in present curriculum we have so many projects. Okay, so you will be very happy that each and every year we have every semester in the if I specify two projects, means many projects are there in this curriculum from the first year to fourth year. Okay, some innovation projects, some research project, some subject wise project, many projects are there. So we are going with that, and obviously your point is very valid, good, and they are very much overloaded. And Ruktim, I have addressed you. Shovik, yes, internship, it is very necessary. It is a good point, and we are doing with that. Devasri Madam is taking care of this internship part and all. So it is going on, but thing is that sometimes it is very difficult for internship, that they are telling that it is a 2-3 months. So it is very much difficult for a student to go with both the thing, means with the normal curriculum and also internship. That is the this difficulties are there. But obviously it is a good point, and we will take care of, for that, and more internships should come. But we are going, we are having some few students are doing this internship, but we should go for more. And I think Orchisman has given some suggestion like feasibility. It is good, very good. And Sohan has told some good points. I like those. And but one thing he has told, that C and data structure in one semester. I don't think in JISC we had before, in the same semester we didn't. We had C and data structure. We didn't have. I think C is in the first year, second semester, and data structure is always second year, third semester. So I don't think it is it was ever happened to our JISC. But anyway, this type of things should not be there. Yes, it's true. And Anjali has told many things, that if you don't know coding, and some other other sectors are there. Okay, obviously it is there, but from the CSE part, we should know the coding part and logic development. But obviously there are many things, analysis part, data analysis and all. So everything are there. So from all of you, if I miss someone, actually from Anamitra, very less sound I was getting, and from Dhruv also I was getting very less sound. Maybe from my side there was some network problem. Anyway, but from all of you, we really from the on behalf of CSE department, we got many. We are taking all the points in very positively, and we'll be trying to incorporate in our syllabus and incorporate in our mind setup, and also we'll try to go with all those things. So thank you very much from my side. Thank you, Sumanta sir, and thank you, over to you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. You have already just summarized the things are there, whatever the speakers they have really told to us, and then you have really summarized. Thank you once again, madam. Now I would like to move to Apurva, since is trying to something. Over to you, sir. Hello.
Good evening. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. First of all, good evening to all my alumni, dear alumni. It was really great session. Actually, being a part of that session, I feel really I'm actually glad. But I will not say much more on that topic. Rather, I want to give you a proposal from my side, actually, you should, if you think on that particular proposal, I think it will basically give us a new dimension. So my basic short proposal is that if we can develop a small curriculum, or if a small syllabus, or if you can select two or three different subjects, which is basically currently going on in the industry or in academics. So if you can develop a curriculum and as well as syllabus for that, with the help of our alumni side and our faculty side, and if we make a joint hands, and if we go forward for that particular subject can be more than one, I think we may go for a good future, actually. So that is my proposal. If there is any provision from your side, actually from our alumni side and from our faculty side also, if it is possible, if we make a joint venture on that, so I think we can give lots of more knowledge, technological knowledge, or whatever uh, current ongoing knowledge to our students, those who are currently in our BTech curriculum students, those who are going on. So that is my small proposal to all of you. If you can think on that, and if you can develop that thing, so we can see it for that. That's all. That's all, Shumandu sir. And thank you very much to all my beloved alumni for joining in this session. It was really a nice session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor. You have really highlighted important things. Thank you once again. And we would like to just conclude these sessions in more than 2 hours. Continue this program up there. I really feel happy that we have discussed so many things. I hope that we have really covered, and we know that we will try to maintain this kind of things that as much as possible try to update the syllabus. And it's not possible always to give all the inputs or the rapidly changes the curriculums are there, but some sort of the training that you have really provided for the students, I hope that it will be definitely helpful for them. So before conclusion, we have already got the one question in the YouTube, YouTube live, that that is the question is that, sir, how much coding is required in analytics job? I would like to request for this Krishna and Gupta to give the answer of this question, because you are in the job analytics sector. Krishna?
Hi, sir. So I think there's someone else also from the analytics portion. So I think there should be nothing called how much coding is required. It's how you utilize the codes. For example, I use Python on my daily life. I also use R and everything. So it depends on how you're choosing it. So the coding, like C, data structure, these are the stepping stones. You have to learn these things, and then it's up to you to choose which particular code you want. I think that pretty much sorts the answer.
Okay. Thank you very much. Any others alumni that if you want to highlight this answer of this question? Anybody of you? Raktim Ghosh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how much is required to analytics jobs? Please try to highlight this.
I'm not really into analytics job, but I think Krishna and summed it up perfectly. I was given a chance to work on Tableau for, visualization of the databases, but I passed on that because I'm not interested in that. So I'm more into coding, develop a web app, rather, you can say. So for me, like for my type of work and for Krishna and stuff, for every type of work, I think the common suggestion was problem solving. I would stick to that. Problem solving is the key in college, because that's the stepping stone for anything, whether it's analytic or production support or development or anything.
Okay. Thank you so much. So we'd like to just conclude this session. Anybody, any faculty of our department, if you want to convey anything?
Shumantu sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, madam.
Okay, so good evening to all of you. So first of all, I want to thank our today's speaker. We are really very happy after meeting.
Madam, you are not audible.
And also Rock team, after a long time we all meet with you. Porchisman and Shobhik Banerjee, and also Shohan and Anjali Gupta. So thank you all for your suggestions. And today's topic of discussion was how to bridge the gap between academic and industry. So that means how can we make our students their skill. So, your suggestions for today's not to you don't our your juniors, that is our current students, and sharp their soft skills, and also very important part you have mentioned here, that is they have to improve their communication skill if any gap is there, and if any deficiency is there, and as the requirements in the industry are changing very fast, so they have to capable with capability. This capability is required to adapt with the changes. Okay, so these are the very good points you have mentioned, and also the very important point that I want to highlight. That they have to try to find paid internship. This is very important, and it's so many students are doing now. So we try to involve students. Is good CV making. Okay, this is very important. So you have to prepare your CV very well before facing an interview or applying any job, and do the certification at in 40 years. You have to choose your area basically, because it may happen that you are good in coding part, or you want to do any job in any analytical side or coding side, or your area first in 4th year. Okay, then you try to groom yourself and so that you will be able to get a job or crack the job. Okay, so so many suggestions you have given. So this is very important suggestion, and we will try to improve our curriculum according to that. We have to discuss. So that's all from my side. Thank you all again.
Okay, thank you so much, Ira madam. You have highlighted this. You have highlighted your views regarding this topic. So we don't have enough time. We have to just wrap up this program or to conclude this program. I'd like to request Dr. Dharampal Singh, HOD of the CSC department, to give the vote of thanks. So what do you say?
Thank you, Sumanto sir. Actually, here we are all our family. So I personally feel that the vote of thanks will be not required, and we require the commitment from all the alumni that whenever we can call you, all of you must be present, because I can see that in short period of time, Sumanto sir contact you, and you have given almost 2.5 hours to us. So it is showing that how much you love to your department there. So also because what I personally feel that suggestion given by the alumni and faculty also stated that we are going to implement in our curriculum there, and also in internship we are trying to implement some idea. Student can provide the real life idea about the company, how they can work, what are the pressure in the work, and how it is differ from the syllabus to the actual implementation of the work there. So thank you to all the alumni from Sobik Banerjee and Honor Mitra, Dhurbo, Krishnan, Manoj, Raktim, Sohan, Sobik, and actually I missed one name most probably. I don't know, because if I miss any name, so at least don't take another way there. So, Sumanto sir, so I can request to all the alumni that whenever in the future, when we are going for this type of adda there, so required that your support so you can present, you can provide idea. And one more thing, already a professor mentioned that in here I can see that many alumni are there. They can provide us some coding idea. So you can make one group like the coding group there. Yeah, industry-oriented idea they can provide. Means whatever person present here, so whatever student are interested there, so they can provide the suggestion just like our alumni group there. So later on we can discuss this issue with the Sumanto sir in our DC meeting also. So thanks to all the alumni, thanks to all the faculty, because on this holiday they have given their valuable time, and we are fighting against the pandemic situation. So thanks to all the faculty, thanks to all the alumni, and special thank to Sumanto sir, because sir has within short period of time, sir has organized this type of wonderful things where we are able to see our gems of the CSC department crown there, and we are proud about it because we can see that our alumni are working in different area of the globe there, and also they are taking the name of JIS from one level to the second level there. So thanks to everyone. Over to you, Sumanto sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dhanapal sir. I'd like to request all of you, please, if possible, then please turn on your camera. We'd like to take the one snap. If possible from your end, if then please turn on your camera, please. Okay, thank you very much. So we have to come to the end of this program. Hello.
Yes, Sumanto sir.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir,
we
you're
have to
audible.
come to the end of this program. Okay. So we have come to the end of this program. So again, I would like to thanks all of you, those who are present over here, each and everyone from your busy schedule that have come and joined this program. And I will highlight so many points about the burning topic that we have to give. So I would like to just again, thanks to each and everybody, starting from Anamita Roy to Mr. Dhruv Kumar Gupta, Manoj Karmakar, Subhunil Mukherjee, Krishnan Gupta, Ritim Ghosh, Archisman Chakraborty, and Shofik Banerjee, Ms. Anjali Gupta, Sohan Goswami, all of you that I would like to thanks all of you that you have come and highlighted so many points, and we will just think about it in future also, and how to bridge the gap between the academia and the industry. I'd like to thanks the management of the JIS College of Engineering, Principal Sir and Register Madam, and the management side, they have already given the permissions to conduct this program. I would like to thanks all these technical staffs. They have really supported me to conduct this program. I would like to thanks Sudhir Biswas. He has helped us to do the YouTube live. I would like to thanks all the faculty members, and especially Dr. Dharampal Singh, HOD of the CSE department. He always encourages us to do such kind of activities at the end. So thank you so much, and I would like to, I will expect from you that definitely will come in futures, and you will just share your opinion, your just experience with us, and definitely we can move with, that we can move forward. Alumni, I truly believe that alumni is the asset of our college, and definitely that you have already given your views about these topics, and in future also if you will conduct any program, definitely will come and you will highlight your views. Thank you once again. Thank you all for joining in this session. Good night, all of you. Be safe.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
night, everyone.